I was early that morning. I decided to take a stroll through the corporate campus before our unannounced executive walkthrough. As the newly promoted senior regional director, I like seeing how each branch operated on a typical day without the stage smiles and red carpets that usually came with my visits. I dressed down intentionally, khakis, polo, sneakers, and a visitor badge clipped casually to my belt loop. No entourage, no nameplate, just me, a tablet, and a quiet determination to better understand our frontline experience. That's when I met Karen. She stood near the reception desk like a security hawk in heels, clipboard in one hand, walkie-talkie in the other, barking orders at two junior staffers. Her voice was sharp, her tone managerial, and her tolerance for deviation non-existent. As I entered the lobby, I nodded politely and smiled. She didn't smile back. "Excuse me," she called out sharply. "Where are you headed?" I stopped, just taking a look around. You can't wander here without proper clearance. I held up my visitor badge. I've got clearance. She squinted at it, unimpressed. "This doesn't tell me who you are." "Well, I'm here for the regional review." That word review should have been a clue. But Karen was already in full gatekeeper mode. "I need to see your government-issued ID," she demanded, stepping in front of me. "And I need to verify who approved your visit. We've had too many people trying to sneak in for interviews and audits." I raised an eyebrow. "And if I don't show you, you'll be escorted out," she said, radioing someone. "Security to front desk." Now, here's the thing. Anyone in middle management at this location had received at least 3 memos announcing our surprise internal audit. No names were given, only the title Senior Regional Director of Operations. Apparently, Karen hadn't read hers. Or worse, she had and just didn't think someone like me could possibly hold that title. I didn't say a word as 2 security officers approached. They looked at Karen, then at me, and visibly stiffened when they saw the name on my tablet's lock screen. A Daniels, Senior Registration Director. "Ma'am," one officer whispered, "I think you might want a double-etch check." Karen cut him off. "I don't care what department he says he's from, everyone follows protocol, no ID, no entry." I chuckled. "Tell you what, let's call your supervisor. I'd love to have a quick word with them anyway." "Oh, you will?" She snapped, smug now. HR is about to hear all about this stunt. Moments later, her direct supervisor, Mr. Lam, hurried down the hallway, red-faced and out of breath. He recognized me instantly. "Mr. Daniels, we weren't expecting you until later." Karen's head whipped around. "Mr. Daniels," she repeated, her voice suddenly an octave higher. I extended my hand, calm and composed. "Nice to finally meet you, Mr. Lam, and you must be Karen, right?" She nodded slowly, color draining from her face. "I believe we've just had an interesting interaction about protocol." Mr. Lam stammered. I'll handle this immediately. Please do. I make it a point to evaluate not just numbers, but the culture we're fostering. First impressions matter." Karen tried to speak. An apology maybe, but I simply raised a hand. "No need. I appreciate people who are consistent. Just make sure that consistency includes respect, especially when you don't know who someone is." She nodded, clearly shaken. I continued my tour, this time with a small entourage that mysteriously appeared after my identity was confirmed. Every department head scrambled to present their best, but Karen. She sat silently at the front desk, eyes locked on her monitor, the clipboard untouched beside her. Later that day, I met privately with HR and the regional VP. Karen wasn't fired, but she was reassigned to a non-public-facing role and placed on mandatory leadership training. Her attitude had made enough waves already. She just never expected one to hit back from above. The irony.